on this map, but it's so weird how players get locked into that hit.
Yeah, it is. So it is going to put a lot of emphasis on the defensive half for Extra Salt on their B anchor, and unless it's changed, up until very recently, that was Floppy stepping into Sonic's roles on Vertigo and taking over the B anchor role. I think sometimes Marky may float over there as well. He frequently lurks mid and is sort of the rotate role into it. They are starting on the defensive half, so I'm going to be curious to see how they're playing B for Extra Salt, whether this has evolved at all as Floppy's gotten more integrated into the roster, or whether he's still locking that side of the map down.
I would guess Extra Salt won the knife round here because they are on the CT side.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what paiN can do on their T side. Looks like they're going to A ramp. What do you know? They're charging up. I know it's obviously just the first round, but
classics are the classics for a reason. They've got mollies.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Ah, they killed the player. Cement. They still throw the molly in. It's going to be rough scenes for Fang. He's just got to swing. He does get one out of the position. Frankly, surprising. But OC. Okay. We had a quieter overpass for OC. OC clearly wants to change that pretty quickly. They're going to fight back in. They've got some util, but it's not...
These shots, man.
Oh my goodness. It was like he ducked into OC's bullet, just caught it on the chin. Incredible from OC with that USP. 300 ADR with those crispy USP headshots. And that's going to be a round for Extra Salt.
Look, I think it's also a little bit dangerous that OC had such a quiet game on Overpass because he's probably like chomping at the bit to get some frags now. He really wants to get in on the action. Man, that was crispy.
He checked the the tab after the game. Was like, oh man, well we won. I didn't like that number.
No.
Let's change that number around. Got the M4 here. JT's getting aggressive with this MP9. Is he gonna flash through? No. Was expecting the aggression back the other way. Decided to hold for it early. Now we'll back away. Give some space. Why not?
Yeah.
Where's the rifle? Mid? Mid with the rifle.
I
Interesting.
think so.
I guess it makes sense because if they lose that initial ramp fight, you can play from scaffold or on the rotate and fairly effectively with a rifle. But now he's going to come back into support ramp. Little fabric softener nade. Oh, almost. Try again, JT. Try again. He's like, my turn. I got the big one.
Yeah, Extra Salt just spamming through the smoke at this point. They're connecting on the bodies. OC's probably going to get a second one here, and almost. There we go. Just has to pull the USPS again, right? Fang drops one. It's only Nekaz who hits a nice headshot against Fang, but time is ticking away. Although Nekaz does have the bomb in his back, he hears Marky going for this flank, and Marky will not get it. Nekaz takes him down.
The fact that that's on the second trigger pull is actually wild. He's down to 3 points of health. But he's going to try a foot race towards B and just hope they were out of position. They're not. Floppy will earn himself a little extra dough. Extra dosh here. A little extra cash-ola. And frankly, I mean, look, you're still going to be bringing 2 SMGs through, and this is going to be an eco, so you would have liked to keep those SMGs up, and they're going to reinvest. Okay, interesting. They love them MP9s. Only 2 rifles here. Time to make some money on the SMGs, I guess.
Yeah, Floppy, who closed that round out, was so important for Extra Salt. We already talked about it, but towards that end, he was the one getting all those key frags with the A1S, jumped up to the top of the scoreboard with a 20 and 12 scoreline for good for a +8 kill to death differential, Mike.
Nade stack, nade stack, nade stack. 4 HEs. All here at the bottom of ramp. Okay, one less practical. I mean, it's still there. The nade's still there. One less body to throw it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Expect Fang up close. He might kill them all. He doesn't care. He's dead. That's fine.
That's just nullifying the nades completely.
It's making him some serious money to try and play into this one now. I like how Floppy has 2 ADR, despite the fact that he has a kill, because just the guy he killed had no health remaining.
It's amazing how that happens sometimes, and Marky's on 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Both got kills, so they're doing just fine.
Yeah. Sure, there are no complaints at all.
They only get impact ADR.
That's what we're calling it now? Okay.
Impact ADR, yeah.
Got it.
That works. Just enjoy funny early ADR numbers. They're meaningless, basically. Chat, every time I point those out in like the first few rounds, they're meaningless. They don't tell you anything really. They're just funny when they're small.
Exactly.
Or really ridiculously large. feel like I do have to clarify that because I'm sure there's some guy in chat right now. He's like, those numbers don't mean anything. It's like, I get it. I get it. Just funny, haha.
I think it's really hard to finish below 10 ADR in general.
I mean, I'm sure I could be up to the challenge. Fang down.
Well.
No ADR in this one. Oh, goodness, OZ. Limping away from this one. This is a really nice start for paiN. They have no idea the damage they've done onto OC.
Right.
But, they'll take it.
Do love me those paiN foil stickers on that AK slate. I have to point it out again. It's really well done.
They're very shiny. They're very shiny. Now, no one's on B, and they're approaching B.
Yeah.
This could be bad. Floppy got hold to hold mid as they're anticipating an A ramp take coming through. Floppy's not really been able to get back into the spot. Oh, he does get a little lucky here. Again, the advantage of the A1S is they can't see your tracers. They don't really know if they're walking through them. Here comes the swing off of a flash. That's a big kill. Looking for the second. Can't quite have it. He's made this possible for his teammates. Don't have a ton of health, especially on OC. It's going to be problematic. The sustained fight here, not exactly ideal. Marky thought he had finished his food. He has to go back for another swig. Is there a smoke? There's actually two.
There are, yep.
That's interesting. Throw a smoke and then throw a smoke in front of the smoke. Well, there we go. There it is. But, no, not going to happen. And OC doesn't really fancy his chances at the stick. He's got no health, so he's going to start to back away. Try and keep this op alive into the next, and that will be a round win for paiN Gaming.
I think the second smoke was just a little too deep, right? If it's a little closer to the wall and Safe can't just peek on through it, then maybe you'll be able to stick that defuse a little more effectively. But at the end of the day, Safe lines it up, and that is all she wrote. So paiN Gaming are on the board very quickly here. They make it 3-1. Looking at the economy for Extra Salt, they will be able to buy up into this round very comfortably. 4 A1Ss, the op, and almost full utilities. So they're feeling pretty good about that buy up. The thing is, paiN Gaming, they've got AKs across the board, and also their economy is kind of down too. So we'll see if Extra Salt can do what they've done pretty much at the beginning of every single map, and that's isolate the first round victory for paiN Gaming. paiN are going to head towards Forklift, and they're going to charge up potentially down the A ramp, but a lot of smokes from both sides are guising off any hope of vision, at least for the time being.
Oh! All right. Safe. Time to buy lottery tickets. He was just spamming around.
Okay. I was wondering if you had any visibility over the top,
Nope.
but I guess not.
I'm pretty sure he was just spamming around, just playing the angles, and he found the right angle. Not the right one. Oh, C. Very focused on the generator play. Doesn't realize the player's coming up the ladder. You have to say, all right, this is working beautifully for paiN. Now they've got a 3-man advantage. I was going to try and make an individual play by the danger panel, and he's got the first. The second as well. Oh, Floppy. Floppy's dropped the bomb. Oh, they wanted to come into him. He's coming to the reload. He's heard it now, but he can't get the gun ready in time. Leaves JT in a clutch, but it's a clutch that's viable, and Nekis is coming his way. In the corner for now to get a reload off. PKL's going to flash for him. JT's ahead of the flash. Not too concerned about it. Here's the lineup. JT's got it. Floppy sets them up. JT knocks it down. What a turnaround. A 2v5 drawn back, and the 1v2 secured by JT.
It's the Floppy difference, honestly. Wow. What a 3K to turn things around. He is so good with the A1S. It's unreal, honestly. He jumps up to 6 frags on the board, almost tied with the top frag OC, who's at 7. And that is just such a way to pull back around that it looked like paiN were about to capture. JT going to get flashbanged immediately here. Could be a B push with those deagles, but no. 3 of them are lined up towards the A ramp. So just some presence being shown towards B to perhaps attract Extra Salt's attention.
So unfortunate for paiN in that round, right?
Yes.
5v2. You go anywhere else, they're pretty much saving.
Yep.
Except you run into Ricky Floppy Kemery. He just ruins you. Nice shot for JT, by the way.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Nekis is having another hot game here. Dude has been on fire tonight, but obviously not going to be able to do anything in this round because he's dead. Here's bad for your ADR. Marky,
oh my gosh.
2 through the panel. Blind firing. Speaking of blind firing, can't see you, but you can see them. Nice shot for Bigazera. The flank is on. Floppy's a chasing. Oh, what a shot there on the jumping player.
Good thing.
knows he needs to chill. He's gonna dodge the initial deagle bullet, but he can't get the kill. It's all in the Bigazera. He knows he's surrounded. It's really a matter of time, depending on which direction they come from, and that's going to be okay.
I think it's just a matter of timing for Fang. You have to be very careful when you push because once a player finds momentum, sometimes those shots start to flow, especially if you continue to peek at one after the other. But luckily, he escapes without dying, and then the rest of his teammates charge on in to take care of business, isolating the one, and then he does get that final frag at the end. So Extra Salt, pick up a fifth. paiN didn't really work out for them on the eco, but here they come. They got the AKs. And Extra Salt will be headed towards, looks like 3 players headed towards that A ramp. And that's a good flashbang thrown by paiN. They're trying to boost over it, but OC's gotten up close. They didn't realize it. He does get one, but a good trade from Safe. Floppy peering in down those B stairs in towards T spawn, but he will, at the very least, get information, but he's not going to commit too much, Mike. Mid is open and free for the taking on the paiN Gaming side, and Akiz is going to take advantage of that space, but look at the rotation from Floppy. Oh, he's getting a spot on Neck, isn't he? Gets the frag. Great work.
Nicely done. Okay, a dink there. Safe thought he was exactly that. Not so much. Put on notice now. Put that utility away, young man. Get out of there. Run. Flee. For the hills. Zera up over the danger panel. Did he just spot the gun barrels? Peek around from the girder?
I don't think so.
No, if he realized it. Would have been on his screen. Depending on aspect ratio, I suppose. But no, Floppy will capitalize, so clearly is not aware. Let's go 1 for 1. Okay, all right. Hard's out. The health is not good for these 2 players. There's a couple Molotovs on JT and Fang, and one of them could ruin them. There's also a flank on. Here comes the molly. It's a little late. Can't get out of there. But JT is mostly trying to distract while Fang works his way around, and they don't seem to be looking for Fang. Wary of somebody being in the corner. There is no one, Fang. Trying to press on through. No one's looking. So there we go. One found. Looking for the second. It's just Safe. He's been standing out in the middle this entire time, and he's going to get one for free, but not the second. Unable to convert the round. That will be another for Extra Salt, but golly, these are getting close.
They really, really are. And honestly, what a play by paiN just to get onto that A site and find the plant. The problem for them was Extra Salt were just in a perfect position to go for a pincer. Fang coming in from the B stairs. And then, of course, just the distraction being created by JT. And that's a situation where I wonder if it would make sense for JT to take the silencer off and just make even more noise, right? Just to give Fang even more of an edge. But obviously, you're disadvantaging yourself in terms of recoil if you do that. Still, it's an option that you don't see used very often. Either way, round number 8 going to be underway here. And paiN Gaming, we really need to get a second one on the board, and that is not going to help at all. Fang blinded, looking through a smoke. It doesn't matter. PKL is going to go down for the count.
Poor PKL. Just having one of those days.
Really?
One of those games. Own 7 to this point, and a lot of these kills, you don't really fault him too much, right? He's supposed to be the entry or the tip of the spear. The guy going first is just getting deleted. Oh, this auto. That's huge. Big kill for Safe. Brings OC out of play. Brings this round back within the realm of possibility, especially if he does that. This guy's a one-man wrecking crew, and he has been wrecked.
Just going to say, PKL has played so well tonight that having an off map is just, it's perfectly fine, especially considering it's not his fault, like you said.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's not one of those we've seen massive issues with it. Mark has been seen. Does Floppy, how does he respond? How does he chase this around? He's got it. Well done for Floppy. Oh, gets the dink, but not the kill. That's where you'd rather have an AK. Bomb on down. A 1v2 for Fang. Good flash. Forces them to duck. Gives him the line, but Hard Zhao's ready for it. Great shots from Hard Zhao. Had to hit them. Had to be all but perfect, and he is that. There's your second round on the board. And look at the money for Extra Salt. Not good. Not good, John.
And they're going to force up into it anyway, even though it's not good. You're right. It's going to lead to 2 A1s and I guess a couple of pistols. Make that 3. A couple of deagles and the 5-7. But yeah, paiN, I mean, even though they're getting these round victories, they are hard fought. Like, just to get that second on the board, Extra Salt was fighting back, and I don't know. what do you do for paiN if you're paiN, right? Because I still feel like Extra Salt have such a strong defense that it's hard to really respond. That spam, even there, connects on PKL. I'm surprised Extra Salt didn't even have more of an edge because they got PKL right off the bat.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's absolutely true. I mean, that came down right to the wire. They managed to crack on here. Hopefully able to put up a bevy of rounds. The A ramp seems to have been pushed back, at least for now. Presence is coming up into mid.
Yeah,
this could get weird, right? Because Marky's abandoned it. He can still peek back around, but it's just a deagle. Just a 5-7 on B. If they can take that mid berm, if they can deal with Marky, they've got a ripe site right there in front of them. Merrick is methodical in this. It's so very good. Honestly, I think if that smoke comes in half a tick later, Marky's dead.
Yeah, I agree.
But he's going to get a kill as a result, so maybe a little bit of an error there. They're still going to win the round. Not too worried about that. Especially as PKL's about to kill OC on the flank. But who knows? That one kill will be all the difference in this game. Probably not.
No. More decidedly not, I would say. But still, I agree with you. I think the smoke was a little preemptive. In the end, it doesn't really matter because Extra Salt didn't have much into this round. And you see faiN sitting at $0 in the bank account, just wants to keep this A1S. And luckily for him, paiN Gaming don't exactly have much in the bank account either, so they're not going to hunt pretty much at all. So we'll be saved over, and paiN find themselves a second round victory in a row. Round number 10. And once more, just Extra Salt, 6-1 lead, and paiN Gaming comes back. Did they have a 6-1 on Overpass? I think it was 4-1. But either way, they've come out strong in every single map. And paiN has just
6-2 on Overpass, if I recall
that's right.
correctly.
It did get to 6-2. You're right. It's strange how this keeps on happening. It's a recurring pattern, no matter the map.
Early momentum is huge, man. It builds you that buffer. Even if it doesn't necessarily carry in once you get into the nitty-gritty of gun rounds, right? It still gives you so many rounds early on. That's another gun gained. Okay. Going with the mob approach. Now they've got an AK to play in, but the response is going to be swift here. They're going to take pretty comprehensive A control right off the bat. Can JT do anything for this boost-up spot? Not like that. No, he cannot. faiN's guns now drop. That's the one player with armor, so maybe they're just going to retrieve that and get out of here. Or OC's going to fight it further forward. Really might be time to save those rifles. I don't even think Marky can get it now.
No, he can't. They might wait for a chance.
Yeah. Alligator arms your way through. There's the kill. Trade from Floppy, but trades don't matter much here. Time for Floppy to see how good he is at hide and seek. With the name like Floppy, you'd think he'd fit into a lot of hiding spots.
Yes. Just flop his way into any nook and cranny. Might get a hard Zao here. Or vice versa.
Yeah, that's a concern, right?
Yeah, it's vice versa.
Vice versa.
Takes, oh my goodness. A little bit of BM, just a tad. From
Let him know.
Zao.
Let him know.
But yeah, that's just paiN Gaming, honestly, having all the advantages. It was an interesting start for Extra Salt. I like the push down mid. They got, I think, a rifle upgrade off of that. But unfortunately, paiN Gaming, realizing what was going on, made their adjustment, got to the bomb site, and were able to plant without much of a fuss. So, paiN Gaming, 3 in a row now. They're sending, looks like a couple towards that A ramp. Just going to make some noise. And rifles are back, of course, for Extra Salt. No op for OC, though. They didn't have enough to afford that. Bang. Peering into the smoke, thinking about spamming it because he's getting spammed in turn from an AK. He's just looking for the spots. The spam connects on Big Good, takes him down to 44, unbeknownst to him, of course. And Extra Salt have a pretty strong hold on this A ramp between JT and faiN. JT, it's actually faiN. No, he's going to get the headshot over on Bigu. And he could get a follow-up. Oh, he just barely nicks PKL down to 74, but still, paiN Gaming haven't really been able to gain the ground they would like up this ramp.
So where are they going to go with this here? They've been rebuffed in their initial foray. There's not a lot of utility on the CT side left, but obviously they don't know exactly what that is. It seems like they're going to continue to pressure A. There's heavy CT presence here. As the smoke fades, there's the crossfire, and it doesn't really work out for the CT side. Exchange comes back in paiN Gaming's favor. They had more bodies ready. Now they're ready to rock on in towards a plant, a 2v2. But Marky wants to do something else about this. Oh, the spam is just a tick too early. I had to play a guessing game, and I guess wrong. Get the guy off the plant, they do. On an Ek is now. He has an AWP, but he's also so brittle that one bullet will do him in. And they have a smoke. So how good's his lineups here? Not normally their opera, not even normally their secondary opera, though he's been picking it up today. And here comes the drop. And here comes the defuse, I think. He's on it. Oh, he knows Marky's been pulled off of it, but he doesn't have that shot. Love the play from Nekiz. Gave himself every chance to maximize that clutch. Couldn't quite bring it through, and that's going to be Marky stealing away a 7th for Extra Salt.
Yeah, a bit of a missed Molotov on the initial take of the bomb site. Not sure how much of a difference it made, but it gave Extra Salt a little more space to breathe around that smoke, which wasn't blocking off all of their vision to the site. And then they were more confident in going for that spam on the bomb planter, which, of course, led to the frag. Still, a nice shot from Nekiz, as you mentioned, not usually the opper, but he hits the head and threads the needle. Almost gets the second, but at the end of the day, it's Extra Salt finally to get a round back after that 3-round run for paiN. But the 3-round run leads to a decent economy, so going to be a buy-ups from both sides. In fact, Extra Salt a little tougher to get their buy-up fully up and running since Floppy is settling for that FAMAS. OC? Not sure if Nekiz is actually around that corner.
You can smell him. His scope
Yeah,
can
he
smell. He's got a superpower. There's a nose on the end of his op.
Yeah.
Smells kills. Smells the frags. Smells like a double. Imagine if every time he scoped in, it just went...
Custom sound effects for your scope.
So uncomfortable.
That would be extremely uncomfortable. Don't give Valve ideas either.
BKL! Should have held mouse 1 for just a little longer. faiN is dead. You knew he was dead. He gets one out of there. Not the worst result in the world. Time is getting low as well for paiN. They're going to have to execute here. They've kind of tipped their hand as well. Extra have not fully committed into this, but you can see there's starting to be a little aggression on the B steps just to see, is there in fact nobody here? Because if so, well, we can rotate this 3rd player. Yeah, Ricky holding by the danger panel, Ricky being Floppy here. And here comes the play. JT takes the first. They don't have a lot of buffers, so they kind of got to go for this, and the flashbangs are good. Oh, Nekiz might have just gained enough space for a bomb plant. He's going to try it. And he should have it. Yes, indeed. Safe battling through. There was no time for it, so Safe literally had to take that fight to give him a chance to plant. Now Floppy's clutch. Lots of utility sailing his way, making his life difficult, giving themselves cover to hide behind. He's trying to get lucky, and he's got the first. Player towards ramp. Closer than he'd expect, though, and Safe is eager for the brawl. Op retrieved around with it.
Always the clutch master. They're Safe. Going to get a 3K on the round. You thought for a moment there was hope for Floppy. It was actually a nice play, just jumping on through that smoke, knowing that Nekiz was retreating due to his audio cues. But unfortunately for Floppy, and of course the fans for Extra Salt, they will not be able to close out that round. And paiN Gaming this time are the ones to isolate the round victory. Extra Salt, they don't have any more money to work with. They have to go on the full-on eco. Only a P250 and a smoke bought into this round. TKL's already pushed up into scaffolding. That's another smoke coming out for Extra Salt, so they've got no more utility left to work with. Going quite aggressive here on this mid-hold. They could get Nekiz if he comes out alone. Yeah, I mean, faiN on top there. He's got the P250. The USPSs could definitely take Nekiz down. You have to be patient, though, because peeking into the AK would likely be disaster, and that Molotov will force them out of position a little bit, Mike. They are going to peek into it, and Nekiz gets taken down by faiN. Nicely done. It works out.
All right. Here we go. Now a rifle's been retrieved. Another one of these eco rounds is starting to get just a smidge dangerous. JT's going to die to an 8 again. Oh, this time he lives. Do they think he would be dead in that position? Well, no, they double check. And that's the rifle down. And they should be fine. But unless Marky picks up that rifle with his 1 HP and gets another kill.
Give it to someone else. Go for another peek.
The 1 HP USP Dream Peak. Somehow I'm still not feeling their chance to convert this round, but wow, man, have they made this riskier than I would have expected.
Yeah, a lot of these ecos have been very tightly contested, so it's not really too much of a surprise. And Marky does indeed go for that peak, but unfortunately for him, Big U has a much better gun, and Floppy is the last one standing. He's going to save that AK into the next round. But paiN Gaming, 5 of the last 6, and they've made this one very close indeed, as of course we were expecting coming into Vertigo.
We were expecting this to be a little bit of a back and forth affair. So let's see who can put a little daylight between themselves and their opponents. Will paiN Gaming breed this as close can be, or can ExtraSalt tap on 2 rounds here? Give themselves a bit of a buffer. Just a bit. Nothing too dramatic, nothing too substantial. But a buffer nonetheless. Fast play on towards the ramp. Very fast play onto the ramp. Faster than they've been. They're ahead of the Molotovs. This may not be expected, but JT is ready for it. Biguzera wants to chase. Biguzera will chase to his death. paiN Gaming tried to hit the accelerator, and all they did was slam face first into a wall. What's out, meanwhile? Well, he went above the wall, around the wall, and over towards B.
This could be a plant at the B side. I mean, ExtraSalt are rotating around and trying to reinforce, but there's quite a bit of utility they'll have to dodge before they make their way onto the site. OC's waiting at the back of it with the AWP, hoping to catch off a player before the plant goes down. It's a very narrow spot to see, and I think he saw that jump on through, or maybe. Either way.
Safe, though. Okay, there's some altitude. That's a huge kill before. Now, how does this make them think about this retake? Players right behind the cooling tower. They line up. Oh, JT. Snappy. Shooting as again. He's delivering when his team needs him. 4 kills for the man. Been a bit quieter on this map than he was on Overpass. But considering he was, at least for a good chunk, topping the board on Overpass, that's fine.
Absolutely. He got 2 defending the A site. Was happy to finally have a rifle back in his hands, I'm sure, instead of dying to nades or getting taken down to 9 HP from nades with only a USP in his hands. And he delivered as promised. And honestly, paiN Gaming did have a bit of an edge momentarily until JT just came on through and shredded them with his rifle. Alrighty, 8-6 for ExtraSalt. We're in the 15th and final round of play of what will be the final first half of action, because there's no more first halves after this. This is the decider. We'll determine who is going to the LAN ESL Challenger Anaheim 2022 in February. The victory here. Hardzao gets the opener over on Floppy. 5v4. paiN Gaming trying to make it as close as possible with a 7th round here, and they've got the space at the B site. They at least have that positioning in the minds of ExtraSalt, but they're not giving up ramp. They're sensing something is going on here, and those spidey senses would indeed be correct. At least for now. Oh, they're going up the ladder, Mike. They're going to head to mid. JT gets the frag through the smoke, but still, paiN Gaming may have pulled a fast one.
Marky, is he aware of this? He's got to be aware it's a possibility for sure, but timing's going to be everything for him. He can't get caught with utility in hand, and he had the gun out, but he still gets deleted. Timing back in, though. That's the bomb. That's information for JT, and he drops the molly just to slow the bomb down.
What a molly.
Good Molotov. Perfectly placed. Means they cannot go over it, but they've just adjusted a player around behind. Fang gets the flank. It's flanks on flanks. Look at the position of Safe. Look at where Safe is. That's the bomb. It doesn't matter where Safe is. Never mind. This brilliant play doesn't matter anymore. Safe's going to try and get 2. Knows he needs to go huge here. Knows he needs to go sicko mode, but he hasn't found them. He's only found the first. They slipped away from him. And right around the corner is going to be OC. Scopes on in to tap that off. The last 2 rounds found a 9-6 lead for ExtraSalt. It will take us into the halftime break.
I never thought you'd make me high. Fuck, I'm so high. I wanna kiss your thigh. I love your groove, the way you move. You gotta choose if you want a boy or a man who's smooth. The sunlight hits our eyes, the music keeps our love alive. Don't let it go, let it go. And when the lights go down tonight, the music never dies, the music never dies, the music never dies, no, no. Hold our soul, make it come along. The music never dies, the music.
One more half of Counter-Strike.
Mm.
One more half of Counter-Strike here. See how this is going to go, John.
Well, Extra Salt built up a little bit of a cushion for themselves on CT side, and now they head on over to T side. Let's see if JT can continue fragging for them. Picking up the slack. Or anyone else who might have been struggling. I think OC had a really good start to that first half, but did slow up a little bit as the half went on. I'm pretty sure we're not going to see too much option from him. And anyway, let's get back to the action here. Nekaz and Bigu get a couple, but it's back on forward for Extra Salt with 3. And look who, J2 with 2 more pistol frags as Fang drops safe. Only Hard Zal left standing, and man, he has his work cut out for him. He can't connect on JT, who was extremely lit. That makes this all that much tougher.
Problem is he's going for headshots, right? Doesn't matter if you're 1 HP or 100. He's going for the headshots, going for the snappy plays, and now they know they have time on their side, so they can just toy with him. Floppy dancing. And there's a player at his back, and that will be the kill to come through for Fang. Big pistol round win here for Extra Salt, as they are now 6 rounds away. Only 6 rounds away from a spot at the first ESL Challenger event in Anaheim, California.
Oh boy.
CS with the crowd, man.
Yeah, in North America, like you said.
My
First
goodness.
time in 2 years. Nothing beats CS with the crowd, that's for sure. And OC, well, nothing beats a shot through the smoke when you connect on the head. It's safe. paiN Gaming on the force by 5v4. Already in favor of Extra Salt, and they're just going to go up a ramp. They're not hesitating much at all. Fang and Marky already into scaffolding, likely going to head to those back halls and just clear out any paiN Gaming members that show resistance. There is one over at Sandbags, and well, he's already gone. The Molotov flew in. JT gets the easy one. Maybe Nekaz can make some noise here behind the smoke if Extra Salt aren't careful. Perhaps memories of Nuke? Nope. OC is going to take him down, and it's a 5v2.
Well, you know, better luck next time, champ.
Yeah.
DK could just bail. He's got a 5.7. He's got full armor. He's got a smoke. He's out. He's gone. In this economy, you want him to risk that? In this economy? No. Never. So, at least it seems like they're going to be able to keep on to what little they have in this round, but presumably there's going to be nothing invested around it, and you can't imagine it's going to be put to much success. Still, as I say that, paiN have surprised me many, many, many a time so far tonight with what they've been able to bring out of very minimal investment rounds. Never say never.
Definitely don't.
Can't trust them.
Nope. Alrighty, though. It looks like they aren't going to bring that much. I think you were right about that element at the very least. Got some utility.
Nades?
One
Nades?
for each person. Okay, yeah. 3
Nade stack?
nades. This could be a stack.
Heck yeah. Where are we nade stacking, boys? Looks like it's headed towards A ramp.
Not a
Nope.
bad idea.
It's actually split up. Am I wrong about this? No, yeah, one's over towards B. 2 are towards A ramp.
Yeah, they're going to dunk them down into scaffolding.
Oh, see. Uh-oh, OC. Uh-oh, time to pull them pins. All right, players might just straight up be around here.
They're just going to die.
They do eventually make the nades work. A little bit late on those. I don't know what they were waiting for in terms of a queue, and maybe the smoke to come in for cement or the molly to come in for cement. But whatever it is, Extra salt come through just fine.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, they just waited a little too long. You're right. They were waiting for some sort of cue. I think you're correct about it being a smoke, maybe a flashbang, some sort of presence, but Extra Salt played it extra cautiously. I guess because of the fact that they figured a nade stack could be coming through given the limited buy for paiN. So good play. That said, paiN Gaming are going to be back on the rifle buy-up. Extra Salt effectively doubling up on the scoreline of paiN with this 12-6 lead. Now, though, and they're going for an aggressive hit towards the A ramp. They're going to catch off Biggie Zero. What a great flash from Marky. He's always good for a flashbang. And Nekis does take down Marky. I think some team damage being done there from JT, but JT finds the trade. So hopefully, for Extra Salt's sake anyway, it's no harm, no foul on that.
I mean, JT literally had to stop shooting or he would have killed Marky.
Yep.
And that's why Marky dies. Because then the player that JT would have killed gets that kill. A little bit unfortunate. Comedy of errors, if you will. But look at Floppy's position. Look at where Floppy is. It's not going to matter. They don't have to fight this. Floppy's sitting on his site that he was defending on CT side going, guys? Rotate. They may have figured this out, though. Which is actually interesting because there's still a guy A ramp and there's a minute, so they can rotate back. This could just be a pendulum. Oh, there's a player around the corner. Doesn't get the kill, though. Doesn't even get damage on Floppy. Not sure what happened there. Thought he would have had the shot. Safe does take OC out of play. This bomb is going down. Safe keeps risking it around the corner. At some point, Floppy's going to get wise to it. But he actually comes directly towards him. No problem there. The op can be retrieved. And we're going to have upgrades all around. Everybody having a good time on the Extra Salt side.
Oh, yeah. I thought JT was going to get into the action on the flank, but ended up being faiN along with Floppy taking care of business. They didn't need any help. So, yeah, Extra Salt sitting pretty right now. They haven't given up a single round to paiN so far in this half. paiN Gaming, are they going to be on another half by here? They are. Man, going down 14-6, assuming it happens, would be quite a hill to climb once more. Same case as on Overpass, and they could not overcome Extra Salt there. 2 MP9s, Eagle and the 257s, and Nekis is going to spam through that smoke. Biggy's there to support, and faiN saying, you know what, you can spam, so can I. I'll come right back at you with some AK bullets. No one really connecting there except for Marky going down to 0
timing.
now.
The timing, and they're clear with the op.
A second.
That's not the gun you wanted next up. Now there's the boost up. Oh my goodness, paiN. Here we go. Another eco in action. My goodness, they are so consistently good with these pistols. Boost up is perfect. The fact that it wasn't first point of contact is really the key piece. JT trying to drag this back through. This is still, of course, very recoverable. But go ahead, John.
No, there's one difference. They can't get the rifles.
Yeah, that's true. Look at the flank, though. Look at Hardzal. He's holding them, making sure they can't rotate towards B if they try and go for the bailout strat. And he could eventually decide to push on up. 45 seconds. In the smoke. Is safe. Gonna withdraw. Hardzal's gained another corner. Very tentative about this. Very tentative. What's the read? They know they can't have bailed, so they know they're still here. Oh no. Plant Atler safe out. Well played from faiN. Are they wary of the flank? They need to be wary of the flank. Hardzal's coming now. And he's got the kill. He's got the shot. It's all on the flank. faiN on the flank, and he's down. He tries to fight forward into the 5-7. He knows, and down he goes. Straight to the concrete. A noble recovery, a bomb plant, but still an eco 1 from paiN to keep them in this fight. They have been incredible on these pistol rounds.
What is that, 7, 8 ecos tonight as a whole?
I don't know.
Both BO3s? It must be something along those lines. Because
there were
it's been...
3 critical ones that killed the Bad News Bears across 2 maps, but I don't remember how many there were in sum total across the series.
It's a lot. Let's say that. They've been very, very good on those eco rounds. And once more, minimal investment gets them a 7th round victory and keeps Extra Salt off 14, which is the most important point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Extra Salt had plenty of cash, of course. They won so many rounds with those Galils. They have cash flowing for days, but Now they got to do it against rifles. Theoretically a less appetizing prospect, but with the eco success, hey, maybe that's the way you want to roll it. Nice opening pick for Marky. A second one comes in. Extra Salt immediately respond, and look at where JT is compared to Safe. There we go. Safe even hit the dink, but he doesn't have the AK, so it doesn't matter. PKL stuck out by an HVAC, and he's being surrounded, pinched from both sides. He gets nothing. This round is over. Biguzera has to save, and that's going to be 14 found for Extra Salt. What a way to respond to getting eco'd. What a response.
That's exactly what they did on Nuke, right? They came right back, ended up losing Nuke, but still, they didn't get phased at all, and that's something we were talking about during the break. As Big is going to get a couple here, though. But Extra Salt, very level-headed. Very rare that they let their emotions get the better of them. And Marky is going to get that headshot on Bigu. So there you have it. Yeah, super decisive round victory for Extra Salt. They nullify any type of momentum paiN Gaming gained off the eco, and it's a gut punch for them, right?
It really is. It really is. You win that eco round, you're like, finally we get a chance to fight this. They're still going to have money because of the save there, right? Because of the eco that they won. But this is your last opportunity. You're fully invested into this one. Extra Salt is looking for series point. Extra Salt is looking for the point that puts them through to the ESL Challenger Anaheim. Here it comes. Safe is going to be overwhelmed. Faster play. They hit the accelerator. Marky's got two. Safe will keep himself alive, keep himself clean, at least for the moment. He's going to keep them off of the full A take, but look at JT. He's rocking up at mid. This duel in mid could be huge. It actually unlocks the entire B site as well. Hardzao is the only player on this side of the map.
He's looking for it, though.
He's ready. So who wins? Hardzao does. So critical. Had to do that for his team, and he delivers. Bang! Slow walking. He's been looked for. Nice kill from PKL. This should not be viable, but OC, we'll give it a try. Why not? Even the economic damage is critical, right? Every kill he gets is an asset, and there's the first. Doesn't realize Safe's so close, and yeah, down he goes.
What a great job by Safe finding three. Honestly, with Marky pressuring, you felt like maybe he could come around that corner and get Safe, but Safe lined up the shot on ramp and made sure that nothing was going to be possible for Marky beyond those two. He got to open things up. So, paiN Gaming, despite the fact that Extra Salt were able to decisively dismantle them in the previous round, they strike back with one of their own. Okay, well, Extra Salt still have enough to get a very good buy-up, and SG comes into the mix. That's in Fang's hands. 2 AKs, the Galil and the AWP, and Hardzao immediately deletes OC. AWP versus AWP, and it's Hardzao to get, and I believe that AWP picked up off the ground from the previous round, Mike.
JT,
Either
though,
way.
in the scaffolding, John, this could get interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhat aggressive posturing on ramp, and are they going to find the timing for the scaffolding player? They're backing off of it now that smokes are fading. This is a good read from paiN Gaming. Don't want to get caught off guard in a round where you have so many advantages early. They're boosting up? They're boosting up. Okay. Okay. How's this going to work?
I mean, they get full visibility if JT decides to go up the ramp fully, not to mention Fang, but Fang spots it. Oh, what a good spot, and Floppy continues to spam, so that forces paiN Gaming off, and they lose the information.
Kill, though. Sometimes that position gives you a kill. Marky, speaking of spam, finds one on the other side of the map. Just a player playing behind danger panel, and now Neck is trying to retake some space, is dropped. This is bad for paiN. On the back foot on multiple sites, which means no one is left to play mid. Fortunately, Extra Salt have not recognized that vulnerability, at least not yet. Theoretically, Marky, I suppose, could float back up, but he's done it a couple times, but he seems to be grouping with his team on ramp. Big kill for Biguzera. There's a Krieg for Fang. That's unusual.
Ooh.
A missed shot for Safe. They know two players are here now. 23 seconds, though. They can't really rotate off at this point. They're trying to regroup to get this plant. Safe's going to get aggressive around the smoke. Bold man. He's losing teammates, but he might just win the round for them. It comes down to the clutch, and no! Fang has enough time. Safe could not get away, so he went forward for the fight, and that is going to be series point, qualifier point. One more round of the next 7, and Extra Salt are your NA qualifier representative at the ESL Challenger Anaheim event.
It could be right here too, Mike, because the buy-up for paiN is not pretty. 4 MP9s and the FAMAS, as much utility as they can get. That's going to be 5 splashes and 5 smokes. At least they have the 5 smokes, but no Molotovs to slow a potential advantage from extra assault. Oh, Hardzao gets the opener, though, against Marky. That should help immensely. And then OC goes down to PKL, and Hardzao finds Floppy. All of a sudden, they are just taking the the attack over to extra assault, and they get 3 frags off it. Fang will be patient, and JT gets Hardzao. They're coming back into this. How?
2 kills simultaneously on opposite sides of the map. Just isolated incidences, but isolated incidences that they win. And now the pressure's on. They recognize that there's only one player towards B. He's mad spamming, right? That's kind of a tip-off. That's kind of a giveaway. Probably going to make Safe uncomfortable. This might just be to hold him here. They execute off of it. No, they're going to go in towards B. They are going to do it, so it'll be a 2-on-2 fight. At least they're going to commit more utility towards this. Interesting setup. That clears out danger. Smoke out from the CT side. What's the interpretation here? Safe has closed the angle, closed the distance. He's got the kill. Huge play. That drops the bomb forward as well. JT has to react off of it. 1v2 for JT. He's 20 and 16. He's actually come towards the top of the board. He's been incredible for them this night. He needs more, and he has time to play with. He can chill out here and let time whittle off the clock. Eventually, they'll have to consider the possibility that he's just left because they don't have vision. 33 seconds. Here's the peek in. He's gonna do it now. Oh, and Safe is even good for the fight. The Galil not enough to chew through him at that range. 9th round found for paiN. I just want to point out one thing, though, because I've just noticed it, is Fang's sitting on a cool 28 kills.
Yes, I thought I mentioned it.
You probably did, and my brain probably screensavered. I apologize, John. Sometimes the static comes in between my ears.
Also, I'm very tired, so I might have thought I said it and I didn't actually vocalize it. But yeah, Fang exploded up to 28 frags. Now, he was 27 at the beginning of the previous round. It's just unbelievable how he separated himself from the rest of the pack. But he's been integral here in the second half. There's no doubt about it. Igu waiting with the SG now towards the A ramp, hoping to find an opening frag and extra salt, not bringing anything more than deagles, but it could be enough. Safe is going to get one on Floppy, perhaps the second. Yeah, so that's the mid presence completely deleted by Safe. And then Hardzao gets one, Marky a trade, but he takes so much damage that I don't know if it's going to even lead to much of anything, especially with Nekis finding Fang, and then, well, Marky's isolated. M4 at least, but it yields only one more before he goes down. So paiN gets to double digits.
One more is not the worst thing in the world, though. So here's the thing, right? You look at their economy. If they wind up in a round where they only save with 1, it's not going to be a lot of cash left over for paiN. So if they can keep the economic pressure on, it's not the worst thing in the world for extra salt. Still, this is going to be an eco. Can't invest much around this. Reminder, they just need 1 of the next 5. So they're going to try and get it done with P250s and a single deagle in this one. Floppy be glocking. Glocking. And he is the point man with his Glock. Oh, utility in hand. This round's getting replayed.
Counting, yeah.
This round's getting replayed. Someone called it literally in the nick of time because Safe just took damage. That must have been in the nick of time. Did we have a crash? I don't know what happened.
I think we had a crash at maybe PKL or Bigu, or both.
I don't know. But holy cow, they must have called it literally in the nick of time because damage has been done on the Safe. Normally, you would then play on.
That was definitely a not live call.
Yep.
Right before the damage comes through.
I thought he'd lagged out as soon as he got tagged when he just stops moving with the HE.
Yeah. Possible.
That's actually really unfortunate for Extra Salt, too.
It is.
Because they just revealed the mid-rush play, so now you can't do it. Or you can, and they'll probably put 2 there. That kind of stinks. Hardzao's killing everybody. Having some fun with that. What's happened here? I assume this game is going to be paused in the round. It's going to be medicked based on what we saw there.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't happened already.
Furious typing in the chat that we cannot see. So we don't know, gang. We don't know. Secret's as good a secret for us as it is for you. And Oh, we're gonna get the splat.
Yeah, we're cut short of the satisfying finish. Shouldn't say that.
I mean, it is on this map. It's
Yeah.
ragdolls, man.
True.
I mean, they're not really buying the auto sniper. All right, well, that was a pretty quick medic.
Very
Seems.
quick. Appreciate that.
But what are you gonna do here? Extra Salt, your first initial eco play has been revealed. Safe is probably not going to pull out an HE in mid again.
I'd say do the same thing because they might not expect it.
Yeah, mind games. You'll never expect us to do
Yeah.
the same thing in a row now that we showed you what we were going to do.
Exactly. And even tell them you're going to do the same thing to add that to add to the mind games.
There you go. You can see Safe's being a little more timid about it. No, it's going to be a ramp play. And Nekis will catch one. Not bad, not bad.
Oof.
Nade does a lot of chunky further damage, and at this point, reinforcements can come in. This is going to be a very tough nut to crack. Okay, that makes it easier. Neck is caught with utility in hand. Here comes the face into the next. It's a Krieg as well, so Biguzera. Well, the nade chases. He's got the bomb. I don't even know if he realizes he has the bomb yet. But it does take what little chance they had of a bomb plant and makes it even slimmer. You're making the Krieg spray work for him. And that's going to be the round.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right off for Extra Salt, right? And the one before that obviously looked a lot more promising. If it wasn't a not live call, they probably could have come out and given a more of a fight for it. But right there, they say, okay, we'll give it a try on the A ramp. Didn't work out. Doesn't matter. Let's bring these AKs out and try to close out here. They have 4 opportunities to end this one in regulation. But paiN Gaming obviously want to push it to OT, and a timeout's going to be called because Extra Salt want to make no mistakes here. This strategy has to be picture perfect.
Yeah, they'd like to end it here, right? You don't want to think about overtime. You don't want to think about the momentum building up here. You don't want any doubts to creep into your mind. They also opt for some Galils as well to allow more utility to come up here. So Floppy's got the full nades. What's going to happen here? Are we going to get another star round from Fang? Safe's cracked 30 now. Off the back of that big eco round.
I mean, he's been fantastic.
33 kills for the Star Hopper.
A lot of those in clutch situations, too.
Mm-hmm. Man is nuts. It's a technical term. Here comes the play. Molotov in. Awkward spacing here. Nekis will tick that. He actually kind of got segmented off from his team, so he was in one of those awkward spots where if they decided to flash through the smoke, he might be in some trouble, but it didn't happen, fortunately for him. And now Extra Salt and paiN Gaming have basically had a massive utility skirmish.
Yes. That happens when you get 2 of the best in Premier against each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also, both teams, Mike, I just found this out the other day, have not been defeated in the last 3 seasons of Premier.
In the regular season.
Regular season, yes.
Neither one's been able to win the thing. But this is Nekis, showing why he should win. A chance to go compete in Anaheim. JT, nice entry. Where's the bomb? Oh, it's down. It's down. It's in the grasp. Doesn't matter what JT does. Can't get back around, and he knows he has to go to retrieve it. Nicely done from paiN to capitalize. This might just wind up being a save for JT. I don't think he wants to do that because it offsets his money. Well, do you want to have the hero AK in the next round, but not have money to necessarily buy with your squad? That's an interesting question to me. Seems like JT does.
What's their loss bonus sitting at?
Should be maxed, I think. Well, yeah, he's getting the 3,400. Yeah, max money.
No, he's sitting at 2,950. I think it's 2,900, Mike. I think it's 3,400 now.
You're right. You're right. Quick maths.
So, this is another eco. Oh boy.
Fortunately, the match medic has completely broken the ADR stats, so ignore all of those, folks.
Fantastic.
They don't even make sense for the rounds since we played, right? I think it's extrapolating the damage that people have done since the match medic across 27 rounds, if I had to guess.
I
So,
think you're right. That's the only explanation, really.
yeah. So, ignore those numbers. They're irrelevant. Nice damage here. Not actually. Very little damage. Once again, an HE deceives me. Bigazera, with this Kree that he's had for a long time now, gonna do some more damage. PKL under the berm will catch them as they go over like it's trench warfare. And this is just gonna be all falling apart clean for paiN. 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds. All that separate this paiN Gaming side from overtime.
Been a while since these two teams have been in OT on Vertigo, but I think it happened once this year already, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, look. Let's see what happens here. Extra Salt. Going to try to close this one out. Again, they've had a lot of opportunities to end this series, but it just seems like getting over that, just finding that last one has been such a challenge. AKs for them. 4 players in Forklift. Floppy will be joining them soon, as they will venture up this A ramp. Nekaz, who has certainly been a thorn in their side, up to 24 frags, waiting at the back halls and safe, of course. When is he not dangerous?
Always. Always a threat. Always incredibly dangerous, especially when he's dropping 34 kills in a map. Big piece of why paiN Gaming are making this run back. He's actually the only player on his team who's positive. 2 of his teammates are even. He's the one who's positive. Hard Zao, now going to go positive.
Yeah,
that one.
there you go.
Now he's changed it. Nice opening pick for Hard Zao. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he just got a major mulligan. He just got a major mulligan on that one. Spotted players. They did not have their guns out. And so he gets away with that. Is this round not live? What's going on now?
I'm not sure.
Someone's already died. I'm guessing this is not live.
Wow.
That would explain why Hard Zao got away with that. Okay. So, none of the damage that was done in this round matters? Just to clarify, I think that's where we're at. Apparently you have some server lag coming through, so we're just going to sort that one out here, folks.
And the medic is going to come through. So I guess that was... It's weird, because Marky went down in what felt like a legitimate fight, right? So, strange that that one goes to a medic, I guess. They fooled us, at the very least.
Yeah. Well, you know, honestly, we just get baited. Just a little bit. A little bit of bait. All right, ADR reset to 0. Again, irrelevant ADR. Don't pay attention to those numbers. Round 29. Again! We go again!
Alrighty.
For extra salt, they don't lose that opening pick anymore, I guess.
That's true. Get to reset the clock. Turn back time.
This player in the scaffold.
Oh, he's got the fight.
The fast play catches Nekaz. We've seen him go for those aggressive plays through smoke. Multiple maps, multiple rounds. This time he gets punished for it. And they gained the foothold on ramp. Got that opening pick. This could be huge. Ollie goes into the cement bags. How do they respond? Nades coming back over. Some decent damage being done. Mostly onto JT, poor guy. And they've got a player up behind the girder. This is a huge peek from PKL. He's got it. Floppy wasn't there. Wasn't prepared to trade it. He was setting up the util. He's going to try and chase this kill, but so much damage from PKL. Safe goes in for more, and it's all onto Marky. Got a 1v2. He's got the possibility, and it is Marky. He can make magic happen. He can make miracles happen. But he needs to find 2 more targets. Already 1 kill to his name. He's got to smoke the dance around, but that will dissipate soon. Unless he gets re-upped. No, that was an HE. Ollie in to clear the player back. But he's already moved up to the jump up spot. Marky coming around to the side hallway. How does he go for this peek? Just has to do it dry, and Safe is posted up on the angle, and Safe does not miss those often. His 36th kill of the map nets paiN Gaming 1 round of difference between themselves and overtime.
All right. Well, that's PKL, honestly. What a timely peek into the back halls. Gets a couple off of it. And, of course, after that point, Safe takes over. As you mentioned, hitting his 36 frag. And somehow, some way, paiN has pulled this back from what I believe was a 15-8 or 15-9. And they're 1 away from securing, at the very least, overtime and giving themselves a chance to pull this one back. Look at this buy up for Extra Salt. I mean, it should have AKs actually, because the full loss bonus kicked in. It's not too shabby.
Yeah. It's not too shabby at all, but they haven't been able to get around in so long, right? It's been, what, 6 rounds run back here?
Mm-hmm. Timeout.
Timeout being called. Gotta discuss the strat. Gotta figure out the finances here. Figure out what you're going to be able to bring in utility and what you can do with it, right? Because that's going to be the biggest issue, is scraping through. Is someone going to be stuck on a Galil to get extra nades out here? We've seen them do it before. Wouldn't be a surprise. Well, one more round here of regulation. One more round of regulation. Can Extra Salt put this one to bed? They had such a massive lead, such a massive advantage, even coming into this half. They just need one more now. paiN Gaming still seeing their chances of Anaheim. Still in the picture. One more round will give them another go. Another chance. So much space already taken on the ramp, and nade goes back in, but this is paiN Gaming pushed back. They've been pretty good at fighting forward, and this time they will not be able to, though I say that. Neck is
good smoke.
Different things in mind.
Yeah, Bigu and Nekiz are waiting here on this site, but it appears as though JT's kind of posturing towards B. He's got a player with him as well. Extra Salt's made a lot of noise. The problem is no utility really left to go for a hit towards B, and in fact, they haven't even gained the space towards either site. Only one smoke to go for a full-on execute. This spells potential disaster for them. They have to hit their shots now.
Strat is built on trust. But is Extra Salt? See if they trust in their aim, trust in their guns. They often do. But it is going to be tough, especially with mollies at raid against them. Nades coming back through with a tag on early. Floppy knocked low. But the bomb has made its way over. Marky wants to get on top of this. Thought about it. That Molotov ruins them. Can they get the bomb down? JT might be dead to it. Oh, he escapes. He slips away. All 5 are alive, but look at the health they're showing. And now OC's down. One of the few healthy players at that. He's out. He's down for the count.
No utility either.
It's so tough. They have to play this post. Fortunately for them, there's no flank at the very least. This is going to be a real struggle. Fang, I think, is critical here. He's obviously far forward, but he's got one, not the second. That's his teammates for some of the trades. That's a huge kill from JT. They're trying to keep them off the bomb. They're trying to get them on the spray, but going high. They get one and lay it low. That's overtime. They don't have the stuff to close it out in regulation. It's been run back by paiN. An incredible comeback here, and we're going to get more Counter-Strike.
I'm like, hola, 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 hola. With your move fancy, make me wanna hola, 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 hola.
Well, regulation wasn't enough for these two teams. Extra Salt thought they had that victory all but put away. The spot in Anaheim booked, but paiN Gaming had other things in mind. Still battling here.
Just a real collapse by Extra Salt, honestly, in regulation.
Of course.
So many chances.
And it would be fitting here in classic fashion to then get the one round you were looking for so long and be able to take it here. It
seems like it always happens.
19 is our magic number, folks. First team to find 19 rounds before both teams find 18 rounds wins it. 18 rounds get claimed. We go again. Nekiz holding up. Oh, beautiful shot from Nekiz. He has been all over the place as an offer, as a rifler, doing a ton for this team. But look at the position they have in towards mid. They're shooting and rolling. That's a huge kill to find for Floppy. Floppy and JT in the backlines have just taken his control. Doesn't matter where Nekis is if he can't get out, and there's OC to shut it down. It's looking like round 16 is found for Extra Assault, and Hard Zhao will try as he might to battle back into this, but he doesn't even fancy his chances. They got mad money, but he's gonna save?
That doesn't make sense.
Should probably go for this, even if it's improbable. That's kind of how OT works. But Hard Zhao is not feeling it. 37th kill, by the way, for Safey. Safe. 37 and 21. This guy's unreal.
Of course, they win the first round, and there's the one they were looking for the past 7. Unbelievable.
It always happens that way, right? The one round you can't find. You get that psychological burden in your head of we just need one, we just need one, we just need one. OT starts. Boom. One found. Always how it works out.
The save is really weird to me, too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just the psychological factor of not wanting another death in your column, but it's whatever. It's relatively irrelevant because this is 16k. Nice nade kills early on. Safe is out of play. No op in action in this one. JT clearing around. I want to come back in to fight this, but they've just left. Extra Assault got what they came for, which is Safe's death. Now they're very content to bail on out of here. Nick is pushed into forklift. Oh, this could be interesting. He's been a monster on the flanks all day long. They're not looking for him. They're not looking for him on the timing. He's going to push this. Somebody has to check this. He might have them all dead to rights. There they go. 3 targets found. Damage onto a 4th. Nekis may have just ruined this round for Extra Assault. Floppy and Marky will try and recover, but both are below half. Both are low on this health, and they need the round. Both in to give Hard Zhao some cover. Aid will chase him. Damage onto the Opera. Better shots from Marky. Oh, they've got it as well. All onto Biguzera, who's coming on the flank. The flank again. Certainly this time they have to be aware. Floppy needs to plant that bomb. I don't know where he's coming from. Biguzera might just find the timing here. Somebody looking for him? No one's looking for him. There's the check. There's the spot. Marky knows now. Floppy wants to fight, but he'll go for the plant, at least initially. This nade might do it. This nade might do it. Is it too deep? No, it bounces off the boxes, but Biguzera does it with the rifle. That round nearly salvaged back after Nekis' insane flank. But Nekis did not, or did do enough, rather, to find 16 for paiN.
It's just unbelievable how they even allowed that to happen. Everyone looking forward, not a single person watching the flank, and this is the reason why Extra Assault even found themselves in overtime in the first place. Just some careless play at times. Anyway, tied up 6-16. Good on paiN. I mean, for the fact that Nekis even gets there is impressive, but still, someone needs to be watching that flank. Keep an eye on it. No reason to have 5 faces looking forward into the stairs. Alrighty. Last round of play in the first half of the first overtime. And Extra Assault need to pick up the pace here, or else paiN Gaming are going to be the ones to secure their spot in Anaheim 2022. Safe. Gonna toss a smoke in towards mid, and that will at least delay Extra Assault for a moment before they push out into the fights.
3 ops. They're ferrying around rifles as well to give them options. There's at least 3 ops out here for the CT side so they can post up on angles. Seems like this might be a crunch in towards A. Presence mid, players up ramp. Safe has a big old gap in that smoke. That's not going to do anything. Floppy down for the count. So it's just going to be the straightforward ramp take, it seems. A whole lot of other dimensions to it, but OC only needs one dimension. Dimension of kill. Decent HE. Not a lot of utility left for the post plane here for Extra Assault. They're just gonna have to do it with the guns, and OC's out of play. Safe's gotten the better of him in this one. 39 kills. See if he cracks 40 in this map. Not gonna take much more. Time ticking away, though. They've got to move now. Do they have smoke to cover this off? They do have one still. Good clear. paiN dealt with safe, his 40th kill of the game. Marky just trying to buy time, trying to buy clock, and he can do no such thing. 17 rounds found for paiN. They just need 2 out of the second half of play. 40 kills. 41 kills now for safe, John.
He's powering them on forward, and at this point I feel like paiN kind of deserved to win, just with the amount of sheer will they've powered on forward through here in order to get to this 17th round victory. Ay. Safe is just, he's a superstar. I mean, I've said it so many times before, but if anything's going to show that, it's him right here getting 41 and literally kind of powering his team forward from what looked like sure defeat to an opportunity to close it out with only 2 rounds needed of the last 3 here. Extra Salt now back on their CT side where they did have a lot of success. Double op setup and the 3A1Ss will be coming out. faiN in particular over at Scaffolding was quite lethal, and this time OC's going to be with them. Okay, we didn't see the op too much towards the ramp when they were on their CT side.
Yeah. An opener here. faiN top. We do kind of like this spot. It's super risky. It'd be a major one and done, or none and done. When it works, it looks good. So good. Marky's just caught himself one. OC another. The op singing here. This double op to great effect. And here's faiN from the scaffold to shut this on down. It's all on to Hardzal. 1v5 as Extra Salt look to equalize the scoreline once more. One more shot needed, and it's 17 all. He's gonna milk as much clock as he can. Time to get on with it. Nosy will escort him into the grave. 17 all, John. Can either of these teams run the next 2?
Well, I mean, the way they've been playing, it kind of feels like they're going to split the difference, but let's see if Extra Salt can make that final push and close out what, honestly, they probably should have done in regulation. And going to be waiting on spots on a player through the small gap in the smoke, and Bigu ends up being burned alive in that Molotov. He didn't realize he was in it, of course, since it was a very timely flashbang thrown by faiN. So a 5v4, PKL, staring up at the smoke. He's waiting for a peek to come through, which probably won't, as Extra Salt already have the advantage they need. They're just going to wait for the push to come on through. They have no reason to force the issue against paiN at this juncture.
You got the op tight end here as well. It's a great spot to play in the AWP, right? Because even if the take comes from ramp proper, then you can shift in there and play the post plant from it. Safe looking for an opener. Anything to drag them back in, and his team's grouping up with him for this A-ramp take. So they are committing into it. Tons of utility to pepper the site with. They still fundamentally need the kills. That Molly will push OC off. He doesn't want to be pushed off. He wants one more. He gets that kill, but is traded. Is that enough? Safe just opening this dry. The madman. Yes, the trade is there, but it's even numbers. Okay. Marky changes that alchemy. Now, Hardzal, what does he want to do? He's got 40 seconds. He's going to go with the AWP. He doesn't have the health for a sustained fight, so he wants to go for the zoom bang. 30 seconds. They don't need to give him a fight. In fact, they would really rather not. But Marky's out in the open. Is Marky really? As the smoke fades out in the open, his gun barrel was spotted, but Hardzal can't pull the trigger, and he's trying to save the element of surprise as late as possible so he doesn't get traded. They're both in the same angle. Marky's coming out, and there's the spot. Hardzal was trying to go for it all, and instead, all he finds is another series point for Extra Salt. Can they put it away now? One more round. All they need. But this time, there's no margin for error. If they drop this, we're going to another overtime.
I want to say they can do it. I want to say that they're frustrated with the fact that it even got to this point. They feel like they let themselves down without being able to close down regulation, and they've got heads full of steam. Charging on forward. Gee, yep.
We'll see if paiN can quench them a little bit.
Well,
Just hold them at bay at least for a moment longer. Here it comes. He's here trying to find some inroads by the side scaffolding. It's a much softer presence on A initially here. I think Extra Salt expecting the change up pitch. They're working 2 over towards the B site, but no. paiN Gaming just want this again. Want this ramp take. This time they might just have it. They're going to be able to at least get a lot closer. OC focused by the crane instead of the side hall. Does have support. Timing could be an issue. Minute hits the clock. And paiN Gaming, they don't really have much to show for it, but they do have a ramp.
Yeah, actually not really showing much face at all here. They're playing extremely passively.
Now the op shown itself. Rotation coming in. It's like they keep expecting them to rotate off of this. The only thing paiN have shown so far is a presence, but they haven't rotated into it. That's a huge kill for Fang, and he lives. Bomb's going to be planted. It will be the retake setup. They'll be expected to try and burn this, but this is still fine to play the retake, though. Extra Salt need to get into the action. Fortunately for them, there is no more utility from paiN, and they keep expecting a flank that will never come.
It's so weird.
They must have had some sort of audio cue or indication or misinterpretation, but sometimes audio does get a little wonky on Vertigo. Still, they need to move, and they need to move now. They're running out of clock. They're running out of time. Now they're executing in. They've thrown their util. They have to go. They have to get these smokes on. They have to get on the defuse. Here's the spray down.
There it is.
It's a massacre from Markey. They've got the defuse, but there's a player in the side hallway. No, they have it. Extra Salt are going to the ESL Challenger Anaheim tournament. They're representing North America in the first North American land in 2 years. They're making it happen. They are going through with it. John, they booked their spot. They made up for their sins of regulation. They will not choke another lead. They will not choke.